These are some of the biggest and most profitable construction firms in the world. And these are the headlines showing how badly they've messed up jobs. If you've ever sat in your van or behind your desk thinking, am I good enough to do this? Well, you are. But I know it can feel the complete opposite in that moment. You're better at your job than you think. And by the end of this video, you'll agree with me. Just the fact you're watching this and trying to improve puts you ahead of most people in our industry. You don't hear about this part on social media. Obviously, you just see all the wins, the crane shots, the before and afters, the LinkedIn posts. But what you don't see is that every single contractor, from one-man band to billion-pound firms, has jobs that go to shit. Especially when you're at or you can feel by yourself. This is where doubt really starts to creep in. Doubting yourself is normal when setbacks in our industry are almost guaranteed. And it's not about if you're good enough. There's much, shitter people than you who've made it in construction. But it's about building a system or a network that helps you keep going when things get really tough and you just can't get a win. How can you not doubt yourself when it's normal for an operative to just not show up on a Monday morning and not even text you? A client to either just disappear halfway through a job or suddenly just can't pay. Or like my favourite, you price something tight just to keep operatives in work. You end up losing money and then when you get busy in the summer, they leave you anyway. Or you get off a job or you think you are and you've made a little bit of money, then all of a sudden you get a snag list which completely erodes any profit you've made on it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just in construction. We build in chaos in any type of weather around other trades mistakes and then wonder why it all goes wrong. But even the best in the world, they always still get it wrong, but they don't stop. They just keep going. Even someone like Roger Federer, one of the best tennis players in the world, I watched a video with him recently where he only ever won around 55% of the points that he played. Now, there's someone who's the best in the world at his job, or one of them, who's only basically getting it right just over half the time. He doesn't stop. He keeps going. One of the big things for me on like doubting yourself was when I first went full time on the painting, I priced the job lump sum. I've actually done a video on this before, but anyway, it looked solid on paper, knew the QS, it looked all quite good. But anyway, we absolutely blew through the budget. We ended up losing over like 10 grand on it. And I thought, that's it. I've made a mistake here. When you start looking and speaking to other trades on the job and all of their packages were going to shit, the main contractor on the job, who's one of the largest in the world, they were 9 months late on what was originally a 9-month program, 100% late on a job. And yeah, my price weren't the best in hindsight. And we learned from that job specifically actually going forward. It wasn't just us. Everyone on the job was paying the price of essentially a job that weren't very well ran. If you think about it, that main contractor has got, in a pre-construction team, someone who's planning this well before they get on site, literally like full-time planners, pre-construction managers, even solicitors going through contracts. And they've got full teams costing hundreds of thousands a year and they're still messing up. So what chance have you got of getting every job right when sometimes it could just be one person who's priced that job start to finish? Here's what I do to try and eliminate some of the doubt. Track every job. Your worst jobs can teach you more than the good ones. In fact, they often do. Only if you're tracking your costs and reviewing what's happened. We always say the best QSs aren't the ones that are making money on a job that was priced, brilliantly at tender. It's the ones who are on a job that really should lose 10% and they manage to break it even. Getting small wins. Don't chase perfection on jobs. It's just about being consistently good. Good in our industry is more than enough. And you just want to chase them small consistencies, whether it's, a clean handover or a happy client who wants to work with you again, developing a relationship with a loyal subby or an operative that you can use again in the future that can help you. Don't be chasing perfection in this industry. There's a saying we use, but being consistently good better than being occasionally great. And I know that can sound a bit cheesy, but it is something that we work by day to day. The next one for me is getting credibility. The best contractors I know, they don't shout about it. They very rarely post on social media. They get work because they're always getting referred. Obviously, doubt fades when your work speaks for itself. Doubt doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means that you care. So don't bottle it up, build systems around it, and the next time a job goes wrong, don't spiral. Just ask yourself, what would any successful contractor do? They'd learn, they'd build a new process, they'd adapt, and they keep going. That's it. If you're in construction and feel like the people around you don't understand the highs and lows, well, this channel will hopefully be something that you can relate to. We don't advocate to be perfect ourselves by any stretch. We do okay and we give ourselves a decent level of freedom, both now and hopefully more so in the future. So we've put together our best tips in an email series. It's called 31 Ways for 31 Days, and it's everything we wish someone told us when we were starting out. The link's below if you're interested. If this video's helped, watch another one of our videos here with even more stories of me complaining, and we'll see you in the next one.